Hi everyone. I hope you're having a nice Saturday morning. Um, Here in Northwest Indiana, it's 3 degrees, but yesterday was 7 below. So I have been in my studio doing a few little projects, and I started and finished a sample design team project. So I would like to share that this morning. And if any of you are being hit with this ice and snowstorm, which I guess most of the country is, then I hope you stay warm, stay safe, and have stocked up on supplies. So anyway, let's get started with this. I used Sam's new kit, Romance, and she has some new pattern paper kits that I used number 3, which are the reds and pinks. And then I used her paper, Victorian paper hands, and I believe that is I need to check. I think it's in her coffee shop, or people call it Ko-Fi. I call it coffee. It's Victorian hand set, several different size sets of hands, heart and hands. I have always loved that. I used it quite a bit in my crazy quilting. And then I used some of her papers from the Dusky Pinks set. So I just made like a flip-flop journal, and the closure is just a simple piece of cotton fabric with roses on it, just a strip and frayed, and then a little mother of pearl heart-shaped button, and then a mother of pearl buckle for an easy, quick closure. So on the front cover, like I had stated, I used her Victorian paper hands, and then I just put a piece of vintage netting under it. And I love this little piece of vintage lace. It's like an all-over lace, and I just cut out, they look like little dangling hearts, if you can see them. And then just a little paper flower. So I used this couple on this page, Are You From Heaven, for my cover. And you turn the page, and I used an envelope that the lovely electric bill came in a couple days ago, and used it as a pocket. And this lovely couple just tucks in the front. And this is one of the tags. I used a piece of vintage black lace, and this, let's get it here. This is just an actual large journaling card. And I just put it in so you could see her through the window. And I put this here. This isn't going to stay. I'm going to make a paper clip. But I put that there because I added a vintage, authentic postcard from Hanover. And it's got some beautiful writing. But I can't find, I don't know what the date is. It just doesn't, the 30th of something. But I'm not sure. Anyway, I just thought it just was fitting for this project. So that will go in a paper clip I make there. And just a paper punch to add interest. And I love this page. And this little couple here is just sitting in her garden, and some Amity Bloom washi tape because of the dove, and it looked like grapevines or flower vines. And this, it was in a book that I had, Love Letters. This was an idea, so I kind of borrowed it and used it to put, excuse me, a vintage song, a music sheet. 'Tis the Last Rose of Summer, and then a little heart. And then some vintage metallic trimmed ribbon. There's some journaling space. And then I folded over a doily, paper doily, to make it strong enough to add some journaling cards, little postcard, and I love this. I'll be using this in a haberdashery project into my Valentine. And I put in a frame that the owner of this can use for maybe one of her own photos of her and her Valentine. And then this is just a little journaling card and some vintage cotton tape lace. And I love this image. But I just tucked in this pretty neat couple here. I love her hair and her dress. And then this can be removed, and you can write on the back, and you can a little secret note or something, and nobody would even know. I am fully occupied. And of course, she's snuggling and kissing with her Valentine. This card, actually, it was a gift from, oh dear. Now I can't think of the name. Well, I'll write it underneath. I cannot think of her name. Las Mimi's Amour. Jeez. Okay. And in this was a journaling card, but I just clipped a little bit of decorative punch work here and used it as a pocket and put in some Valentines. And then this Valentine greeting, just a piece of paper in the shape of a heart. It just makes an envelope. I thought that would be kind of neat to have. Or whoever gets this, they can use it as a pattern. Well, we'll fuss with that later. A little vintage lace trim. And this, I just came up with this idea actually this morning, early this morning. This little heart, double-sided heart, is actually a little pocket. Well, it really is a pocket. There we go. Well, it wasn't. Anyway, it's just a little piece of paper. But it's actually just a closure, so you can write something in here, and it's somewhat hidden. Anyway, we'll put that there. And it's also got a hidden space in here with a pretty piece of paper. And some gold trim for a little bling. And some old poems from a poetry book. And another doily that I just cut in a heart shape with a song, Fond Hearts. I think I'm going to put little glass beads, if they will. I've got little glass pink heart beads. I think I'm going to put that in there. If not, I'm going to put little paper punch beads, paper punch pieces on there to finish that off. And this is from, I think this is from the Dusky Pinks. It's pink. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a pale pink. And then from the kit, I used the pretty roses. And some couples, because this is a photograph studio. A little young couple, and kind of a teenage couple, and then an older couple. And that's another hidden tuck spot. And some velvet ribbon trimmed in gold. I love this. And then a poem, True Love. And you flip it over. And here's the menu and a pretty heart-shaped journaling card. And this is so pretty. The swans. And a little tuck spot here. And mulberry paper. Excuse me. Goodness. Kind of dry in here. A Queen of Hearts card that I just doubled it and just put in the Queen of Hearts, or the heart card, with a little bit of netting and a little ribbon. And here I just made this into a little flip out or flip down. And this I found in a magazine. I thought it was pretty with the hand and the fountain pen. And then this little poem. And that's it. It's just a very short, well, like I said, I basically did it in one afternoon. So it was, it went pretty quickly. I love this paper. So it's something you can accomplish in one afternoon. So I hope you enjoyed it, just a little share. And I hope you stay warm and stay safe and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.